Hello and welcome back to my channel for another tutorial. In our last tutorial of herringbone stitch we did basic stitch with 3 colors, which looks like this. It's nice and straight, and today we will create the other part, which would be twisted herringbone stitch. So I picked today different colors. We will work with 3 different colors: turquoise, pearl, eggshell, and blue. And this is Preciosa check beads. If you didn't watch this first video, please watch that first, and you will learn the first basic stitch that you can combine with this and this together, and will create beautiful bracelets or necklaces. I already found some thread was already in my needle. It doesn't matter what color right now or thickness, because this is only a tutorial about how to create, not exactly what product for you to use. To learn for you, you can use any leftover beads you have, even different size, but of course to best shape you will have if you're all beads same size and even, because that way will create beautiful other stitch. Okay, so we will start, and I'm just gonna go probably from here to here, as my colors already here. So I'm gonna put 2 beads at first and pull to the end of my thread. If I would do project, I will leave this tail maybe 6 or 7 inch long, so I can finish later on the end by reinforce the first row of my beads before I put them into the clasp. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna leave it short because I'm gonna tear apart this piece later anyway. So from the other side where our tail is coming out, we're gonna go 1 bead up. And this is basically right now, it's the same thing as we did in our first video. I'm just not gonna lose this little tail in here. Okay, we just have to get them 2 together. And I'm just gonna do 1 back from the top. You can stitch these 2 beads 1 more time around to put them in a right direction, but really don't worry, it will stay in a right place after you do your second row. So let's continue. Now we're gonna pick 1 bead at a time, and our thread is coming out from the bottom of the bead. So I'm gonna grab my actual pearl and go from the top of the bead, opposite side where my thread was coming out, and I pull to make that bead stay next to the other one. Okay, I might have to push these beads away because it looks like my camera focusing on those beads. How about I'm gonna push them all the way to the side, and I'm just gonna show you what I do. Okay, so now my thread is coming out from the blue bead. I'm going up into the white one. Now my thread is coming out from the top. I pick my second white bead because we need to have a 2 in a row, and I go from the bottom, from the opposite side that we already have bead on it, and go from the same bead that we just put from the top down. I always hold them in my fingers first to put them in the right direction. Now we need our 3rd color, and you can create this project with just 2 colors, for example with 4 beads, but for this example we're gonna do in 6 beads. Now 3rd color, it's turquoise, 1 bead, thread going from the bottom, we're going from the top of this bead, and from the bottom stitch the same bead up. And my apology, the bikers on the street, it's a nice sunny day. One more blue bead or turquoise, thread coming out from the top. We are going to add second bead from the bottom. Okay, maybe we are just a little bit light. And then reinforce this bead, thread coming out from the top. We're going from the top to the bottom in our last bead. Sorry. So now we have 6 beads. We need to connect them into the circle. So from this thread coming out from the bottom, we will go from the bottom in this last bead that we first bead that we started. So maybe for you to easy, you fold them in half first, which they don't listen very much right now, like this, and just go from the bottom where your tail is coming out, going to the top, and you push those beads together. Now go from the top down through your last bead, just to put them on a tight circle. If you want, this is the perfect time you can tie these two tails together in a knot, but I'm not gonna worry about this because this is not gonna go nowhere since we start our beading. So now I'm gonna go up again through this blue bead, thread coming out from this turquoise one, going up so we can start our beading. Just a minute, my tail and here is on the way. I should hold it in my finger, not to let distraction go in here. Okay, so we created little circle. Now our thread is coming out from this blue bead. Also we have these tails coming out from the same bead. So we're gonna remember that this blue color is our main color that we're gonna always step in up one row up to create new row on our chain. So right now we're gonna start creating this by add 2 blue beads. We are on the top of the blue, it means we need a 2 blue. So we're going through the next one down. And it's a little bit difficult right now because it's kinda nothing to hold on to. Place your beads on the top of each other and go up through the white one. Right now we're just doing the same techniques as we were doing in a basic stitch, because we need our base, we need to start somewhere. Okay, pick 2 white because we are on the top of the white beads. Our thread is coming out from the top first, we go through the second down, and make sure they are laid down on the top of each other, nice and flat. Okay, then more we go, the easier we'll get. Okay, now we're going from the bottom of white to the top of turquoise, or we can call green, whatever is easy for you to remember. And now we need this 2 bead of turquoise color on the top of this turquoise. We're going 1 bead down. So this time we did everything as we did in our basic stitch in first video tutorial. And to step up, we're going from our first bead and well, we have 2 of them stuck on top of each other. See this blue one? Our tail's coming out from here. The working thread is coming out from the bottom of turquoise. We're going through the 2 blue bead up. And pull them together. They will get together as we gonna go. Right now it just looks like this. So at this point I would do another circle of the basic stitch, because later will be easy for you to put them into the clasps or to finish. So let's do one more row of the basic stitch by add 2 beads into each color. So we're going through the 1 bead from the top down. Oops. Tricky to do on a camera when they all fallen apart. Okay. We place these 2 beads in here, going from 1 white up and pull thread. This thread is really thin, so that's why I say it's going to be like more wiggle project. The thicker thread, that's better, but that's okay for the tutorial. Now 2 white coming out from this bead, go in 1 bead down through the other white and pull to make them sit on the top of each other flat, and 1 turquoise up. Now we need 2 turquoise beads coming out from the top. We're going 1 bead down. And we finish our second row, and I don't know why I go off the camera to the other side. Let me tie them up a little bit. Okay, our next step will be we are gonna go step up again, because blue beads for us it's always step up. So we're gonna go through the 2 beads in here always and pull. Now we're gonna start to do our twist. So how we do that? We pick again 2 beads blue color, and we're gonna go down. Instead of 1 bead, we're gonna go down through 2 beads. Pull your thread down, stack your beads nicely on top of each other, and going 1 up through the white pearl, just the 1 up, and pull your thread. Now we're gonna put 2 beads white pearl or eggshell going down through the 2 beads, stack them on the top of each other, and going 1 turquoise up. So in this technique, we always gonna follow this direction. The only difference will be when we're gonna get to the step up bead, and we have to remember that's our blue color. So we still have a 2 of turquoise color, 2 beads. We're going 2 down, pull, and now we have to do our step up. So instead of, before we did our 2 step up in here, we have to do our, okay, instead of, yes, we're gonna do a 2 beads right in here. So always step up will be 2 beads on a blue side, the one that you just started. Rest of it will be 1 bead. So we have a 2 beads blue going down 2. If that would be straight tubular herringbone stitch, we would always go through the 1, but in here to twist them, we're going through a 2 beads down and 1 bead up next row, and we continue this way. So what this does, it will start to twist our project. We just have to kind of tie them a little bit together. Here we go again. Coming out from this bead, we go through 2 down. Two down and 1 up. It's hard to see when your project just started, but the more you go, you will see already that they start already twist, and twist is happening because instead of through 1 bead, we're going through 2 down, so our thread pulling the other row down or up, depends how you look at it. So let's create few more row. 1 down, 2 beads down, and we're gonna go 2 up through our step up bead. Is it focusing? Okay, keep going. Let's just keep going and see what's gonna happen. Pick up 2 beads, down 1, and you can go right away if you can't twist your needle. Go straight up 1 of the white beads to the next row, kind of saving the time at the same time. If you can do that, let's try again if you can. Pick up 2 down, and next row 1 turquoise up. And pull your thread. 2 turquoise, 2 down. Well, here we're gonna do in 2 steps because it will be harder to go through the 2 of the blue at the same time, and step up bead, 2 up. Okay, can we see a twist already is going on a little bit? Let's work a little bit more together. And this is so much fun to do, seriously, you have to try it. Pick up 2 beads, go 2 down, and next row 1 bead up. If you can do it at the same time, like go through the next row like up, just do one, pull your thread and then coming up. So 2 beads, oops, 2 beads down, and next row 1 bead up. Two turquoise, 2 beads down, and here I will do in 2 steps because I will not go through the 2 beads of blue at the same time because it's gonna be a little bit harder. And then we're gonna step up, 2 beads up. Not only you can create, like in this twist, it's good to use like separate colors by the line because they will twist around and show you all the sides. In the basic stitch, you can create like stripey, for example, not like stripes this way, but stripes horizontal. You can do like 2 or 3 row in one color, then go again, different color to make it like a rings instead of long stripes. Or when you learn a little bit more how to create basic stitches, you can make different designs and you can find some pattern on websites. Okay, we're going continue to our threads finish. So we will see a little bit more progress. Okay, remember, only 1 bead go up. The only 2 beads we go up, it's where our step up color, and that's a blue. If you don't remember where is your blue, it's kind of will be visible for you where you start. When you start do beads, you will remember which one color you need to step up. Even which row, if you work with just a 1 color instead of 3 colors, you will learn. Okay, so I will do in 1 set, 2 down and one up. I'm gonna move a little bit my colors because I can reach now to stay in the camera because my thread getting shorter. Okay, 2 down, and our step up row, 2 up, where our blue beads are. You can see that those threads kinda not visible. We start in here and they go like an angle, and it's hidden in a proper row, so you're not gonna see all those step up how that thread is twisting. So when you do some project, you can pick coordinating color of threads or just use clear fishing line that's kind of not visible. 1 up, next 2 pearls, 2 down, and 1 up, and just pull your thread so it's not so wiggle. This thread is way too thin, and this rope will be very soft. So if I would do as a project, I would use a little bit thicker, or at least like in 2 threads by folding in half. But for now, for the tutorial, I don't need any fancy because it will be tear apart after this tutorial, as this is just random colors for you to show you how this is gonna look like. Okay, we are on our step up row. We're going 2 up. Only On this color we go in 2 up, rest of only 1 bead go up and 2 down. So 2 down, 1 up. Two down with 2 beads. Always don't forget to add beads. And 1 up. Two down. And only here 2 up. That's all your tutorial. That's all your pattern. 2 down, 1 up, and only on step up row you do 2 up. Try and you will see how much fun you're gonna have. So 2 down, and I can twist my needle to go 1 up. And just push kind of needle thread between them to place them on the top of each other. Two down and 1 up. And my thread goes short, so we're just gonna finish this together. And my goodness, the cars is so loud today outside, and I think you can hear all those noises. Motorcycle, bicycle. Now we're doing a step up, 2 up. Lots of noises because it looks like a nice day outside. Okay, can we see how it's already start our design to twist? And the longer you will go, you will see a white spiral and just go up and up and up. And you can tell already how much different this looks straight. And this one already twisted. So that's all for that. To reinforce those beads, for example, let's pretend we already finished our long rope. Yeah, pretend it's already long. All you have to do is to reinforce. You coming out from this blue, you go 1 up, 1 down, sorry, 1 up, 1 down, you go in a circle, 1 up through each row to put those ends together, 1 down, 1 up. You see that create kind of like a closure for yours design. But now to put them, see how they kind of like a twisted sideways a little bit. To fix that, I'm gonna go right now 2 down in here like this. To match, you have to kind of measure same level, go 2 up in here. And now I'm gonna go through the 1 bead but opposite direction. Before we go that way, now I'm gonna go the other way to kind of put this bead into the right position. When I press, they should be now line up proper way. See, 1 down, 1 up. When you go in the opposite direction, those beads that were sticking out not right, it will kind of twist them into the right position. Go up. See how they turning See, this one go kind of like a straight. Now when we go down this way and one up, and look what's gonna happen. It will push them into the right position. When you pull it, it will lay flat as was before. So one more left, one down, and through this turquoise one up to put that turquoise flat. Now you see they all kind of laying flat on top of each other as we started. Okay, and then you finish and put your clasp. You can add some bigger pearl bead in here and do extension, but for that we can do some different tutorials. These tutorials only have to create twisted herringbone tubular stitch. So I hope this tutorial was fun for you. Try to create. The longer you go, the more twist you will see. They are both beautiful, and you can combine them. You can start your design straight. You put, of course, same size, like continuous colors, but start twisting from here and add as a straight again, and then put clasp, and you have a design necklace, straight and twisted. You can even put some pendant on a bottom to this necklace, and it is fun to do. So check out both tutorials if you just happen to be now watch this one first. But it's very, very simple to do, lots of fun, and it's, you know, you don't really need nothing to count, just it's go automatically as more you doing and practicing. So please subscribe if you didn't subscribe to my channel yet. Be my friend, and I will see you in my next tutorials.